lightning fast. Internet based.
Type.
Internet based, it's fast. If this is, yeah, go ahead.
It all comes from traditional.
Does it come from traditional?
Well, I think so.
Okay.
It's like on Facebook, someone's not going to just make it up. They're going to have to watch TV, or watch the news on TV, or read the newspaper or something.
Okay. Okay, so some topics that end up on Facebook or Pinterest or whatnot can start here. I agree there. Yeah. But this causes us to, that's sort of, I guess that topics may begin here and move to non-traditional. But I want you to move back to the formality of it. Are these non-traditions, the Facebook, and think about posts you've seen on Facebook, how formal does Facebook get? Are we checking grammar and editing for subject-verb agreement on Facebook?
Not really.
Do you have educated journalists posting on Twitter? The last tweet you sent, the last tweet that you read on Twitter, possibly not from a journalist or a reporter. So we're going to go over here. To more non-formal.
I was going to say unprofessional.
Yep. More so unprofessional, but that leans more toward, the non-traditional leans more toward informal, not professional. Because everything is heavily based
On opinions?
your Google.
Yeah, it's social network.
Yeah, there's Gmail.
Well, yeah, but Google
Silflo brings up. Silflo brings up a great point. These things that, yeah, Silflo. Circled. Everything I've circled here. Your non-traditional news media is heavily based on social media. Social media are informal networks set up for you to talk to each other. And that's it. Their base point, the main idea isn't to tell us about the South Korean ferry tipping over. The main idea is to what? Just to tell people that what your hobbies are, what you did last weekend. You might tweet about the South Korean ferry tipping over, but no, you're going to tweet about what you're eating at dinner. Oh man, just ate at Wolf Lodge. Great steak. Hashtag beefs for dinner. They're made to talk to each other, and it's informal. You're just kind of telling your thoughts. They're your base opinions. Non-traditional is informal because it's heavily based in social media. Social media are networks set up to just talk to each other. That's it. So, where does the reporting come from then? If traditional has educated journalists and reporters who research, who does the research for Facebook and Pinterest and Twitter, YouTube? We call them citizen reporters. Citizen reporters. The next time you tweet or put something on Facebook or you post a YouTube video, you have just become a citizen reporter. Have you been formally educated with a journalist degree? Probably not. Can you still keep some sort of level of professionalism? Yes. And you may keep the same etiquette that the actual educated reporters have, but you're still informal. You're still going to use slang. You're still going to not necessarily check your subject-verb agreement. But you've become a citizen reporter. So citizen reporters, mainly here, and then you've got actual research with educated reporters and journalists working here. You're going to need certain terms. You're going to need about 5 or 6 of them. I want you to put a bullet down on your paper. Okay? Grab a bullet. I want you to write down traditional news sources. Traditional news. I want you to give me a 2 or 3 word summary or 2 or 3 word example of a traditional news source, or tell me what it is. Write it down and then I'm going to ask a couple of you. Traditional news source. If you can sum up traditional news in 3 words, what would it be? It's real slow. Radio could be instant, though. It's relatively. It's more instant than. Okay, well, let's see here. Roush, what do you have back there?
Formal, slow, and it's everywhere.
Formal, slow, and it is everywhere. The newspaper's everywhere. Newspapers everywhere. Magazines are everywhere. Radio. Okay, good. Formal, slow. Benson, what do you have?
I did written/professional.
It's written, mostly in print. Professional sounds good. Yeah, traditional. Old. Newspapers, magazines, radio, television. The old way of communicating. How about non-traditional? The next bullet. Non-traditional.
Wait, non-traditional?
Non-traditional is the next bullet. Same thing. Give me 2 or 3 words. If you can sum it up in 3 words, awesome. If you just want to give me examples, oh, non-traditional is blank, blank, and blank. If you want to give me a statement, a sentence telling me what it is, that'll work too. I'll call on somebody in about 1.5 minutes. Okay, Masterson, what do you have back there for non-traditional?
Less reliable.
Less reliable. Why is it less reliable? Anyone can post on Facebook. It's informal. Right, Benson, what do you got?
Social/opinion-based.
Social/opinion-based. Okay, that makes sense to me. Sure, it's opinion-based. Anybody can post. Cassian?
It's not trustworthy because anybody can post and they can always bend it around and change words in the story.
Social media, such as Facebook, Pinterest, Twitter, even texts, are given to us by citizen reporters who don't have to follow the professionalism that these reporters do. As soon as a reporter lies to us in the Coeur d'Alene press, they're looking for a new job. They get fired because they can only follow professionalist guidelines. Person on Facebook can post whatever they want. Credible? Not sure. Okay, fast too. Everything's fast. Everything's internet-based, so it can be at the tip of your fingers in a moment's time. Okay, third term. Media. This all we've spoken about today is under the umbrella term media. Most of us could sum this up, I believe, in about 3 words. Or less. 3 words or less. What'd you put down? You got something there? Davenport, what'd you sum it up with? What is it? What's media? Communicated information. To whom? Everybody. It's mass. It could be sent anywhere, everywhere, all the time. So it's mass communication. Media. Mass communication. Communication to everybody. How about next term? Social media. It's a little more specific than media. Media is mass communication. But when I say social media, you can give me an example or you can tell me a definition. Your definition of social media, or you can give me a few examples. What do you think, young Wilson? What do you have down for social media?
Still thinking.
Still thinking? Is that what I said? Okay, I'm going to come back to you. Let's see. Edwards, what'd you put down back there?
Non-formal communication.
Non-formal. That's a good one. Yep, non-formal communication. Okay. Let's see. Benson, what do you have?
Visual/not mental.
Okay. Visual. Things are always visual. These are visuals too. But what was your second?
Not mental. Like they don't really put a lot of thought into it.
Okay. Okay. Maybe not research-based.
Yeah.
Not research-based. I can just post what I had for breakfast this morning. I just became a citizen reporter. Not really research-based. Okay? That'll work. Wilson, did you come up with? Internet. Okay, social media is on the internet. But social media, we need to narrow it down to certain websites. Social media is networks set up to talk to each other. To talk to each other. Media to communicate with each other. So Facebook, Twitter, those are social media. Pinterest, to talk to each other. Social, it's when you get a group of people together, right? More than one person. You've got 3 people in a group, now you become social. Social gathering, group of people. Okay, 4th one. Nope, that was the 4th one. How about 5th one? A blog. Boy, here's a different way. We didn't necessarily talk about the blog under our non-traditional forms of communicating. Has anybody in here started a blog or reads a blog on a daily basis? No? Weekly basis? Not on a regular basis? Okay, blogs are these. An opinion from somebody that they post on a regular basis. That's a blog. Opinion posted by a citizen reporter on a daily basis. Or, I'm sorry, not a daily, but a regular basis. So it could be a daily blog, it could be a weekly blog, could be an hourly blog. You're going to type up this person's website. It could be mrkraack.com, and it's all about English. Every hour on the hour. Woo, I love adverbs. It's 7 a.m. 8 o'clock comes around, adjectives. Woo, it's adjective time. You'd have to sign up. Okay, jump on my website and you could read my blog about adverbs and adjectives every hour on the hour. That's a blog. Regular basis. Okay, they're everywhere. Are they from professionals? Sometimes. And sometimes it's just some moron from his basement talking about adverbs or adjectives or whatever it might be, nouns. Okay? On a regular basis, somebody gives their opinion. The next term then would be blogosphere. A blogosphere. That's your next bullet. You have blog, and then you should have blogosphere. Blogosphere. Nope. Whoops. Don't write that down.
English teacher makes a mistake. What are the odds?
Hey, first off, he's human.
I'm
And that's the first one I've ever made in my entire life. So chill it out, man.
He's just joking.
Okay, so next term is blogosphere. If I gave you an assignment and I said you need to check the blogosphere about killer whales, your assignment would be to then jump on the internet and jump on more than one blog website. You would check out SaveTheWhales.com, and there would be a journalist or some random guy that posts a blog about saving the whales. But then you're going to check out another blog or blogger, and then a third, and then a fourth. Blogosphere is just a collection of blogs. Just a collection of blogs. So you got to jump in or jump on the blogosphere, and you need to research the topic of killer whales, saving the whales, whatever it might be. Blogosphere is a collection. Collection of blogs. That's all that is. Last one, citizen reporter. Last bullet is citizen